Good morning. It is Tuesday, December the 8th, 9th. I get lost with the Vlogmas, okay? I received in the mail a 12 coffees of Christmas, and these are premium holiday coffee, they say. And the first one is glazed cinnamon roll coffee, and I will be drinking that tomorrow. I thought about doing it today, going and making the cup of coffee, but I think I'll wait and I will have it tomorrow and let you know what I think of that coffee. I received a Christmas card from Miss Carrie Penny, and I'm always amazed at how beautiful her cards come out. I know when I was doing paper crafts, I was not very good at it. I'll put it that way, not very good at it. But it says Merry Christmas. And then on the inside, there's a T, and on the inside it says, lasting memories of Christmases ago, bring us together and new memories to grow. Hoping you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Carrie Penny. And it's done beautifully. And then with the washi tape on the back. And she included a tea, Christmas tea. Now this, I've never seen Christmas tea anywhere that I live, but it says, embrace the magic of the season with the sweet and savory spice flavors of cinnamon and cloves. Now, I know I love cinnamon tea, so I'm sure this is going to be a hit, and I will try that later on today. For finished items, I'm going to tell you, Pastor Susan had called and said that one of the agencies here had asked if we could make if we could donate 20 hats and scarves for teens, like from, I guess, middle school to high school. There is an agency that parents drop off their kids during Christmas so they don't have to mess with them. And I believe these are kids that have a lot of the disabilities, physical needs as well as mental health needs. So I did work on a hat only because I wasn't sure that we had hats. Pastor Susan has the hats. So there are a few of us that are diligently working on scarves for these young men. I had 3 done so far, another one on the hook. You know, this and that silver fleck by Stitch Studio. I think it's Stitch Studio. By Nicole. You know, that you get at Premiere. So, but I don't know where the other ones went. Just don't know where they went. Now, I am going to have a shop update this afternoon in which quite a few items are going to be reduced in price, about 20% off, including these bags. And these are what I am going to call over-the-arm bags. And basically what they are is you have a strap in the center, and then on the other side you have the loop portion. You would slip it through the loop, and then you could carry it on your arm with your project and crochet or knit. Now I have 3 bags of this penguin print, and they all have the snowflake on the interior, but I have 3 bags of over the arm in the penguin, and then I have 3 in this holiday Christmas ornaments, and they also have the snowflake on the interior. But these bags measure probably 12 by 12, close enough. And they have a good 4-inch depth to them. They're a softer bag. It's a lighter interfacing, so they're a lot more foldable. You could probably roll them down to make it in like a bowl, that kind of thing. I did put 2 yarns that is part of today's giveaway in there, and they fit nicely with room to spare. So, yeah, those bags will be up this afternoon by about 3 p.m. and the sale starts about 3 p.m. and will run through next Monday. Today's giveaway for the Vlogmas Destash giveaway is 2 skeins of Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky. And they're really soft. It's in the almond color. Trying to find the yardage. Oh, there are 109 yards in each. There are 100 grams each, and there are 2 of them. And they are very pretty almond color with some hints of greens and yellows type things. And those are for today's giveaway. And for today's giveaway, to enter it, you have to use the word penguin. Penguin. And you can misspell it if you want, but actually the spelling is Penguin. Penguin. And that drawing, I'll announce the winner tomorrow. It closes at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow afternoon. And you have to be a subscriber. You have to be 18 years old. I am not responsible for any duties or taxes. And, you know, the standard rules of YouTube, those kind of things, sweepstakes. If you cannot accept items from the U.S., I just can't send it to you. But it is open worldwide. And YouTube's not sponsoring it, neither is Premiere. I myself am sponsoring it and paying for the shipping. Which I'll tell you, the shipping has been interesting. Because, you know, because of the holidays, it's gone up a little bit. So that's been a bit fun seeing that. Now let's get on to today's Scrapbuster. And today's Scrapbuster, there will not be a video for it because what I chose to do was a single crochet. And I used this variegated with it. It is just 6 rows of single crochet, and I don't think many of you need instruction on how to do single crochet. I think it's just these other stitches that are a little more in depth and, you know, are like, what? You gotta do what? So that is today's Scrapbuster portion. There won't be a video. And, yeah, kind of interesting. I know a lot of us are a little freaked out by the vaccine, having to wear the mask and all those kind of things. But I find it kind of funny how many states and officials that deem us wiser than the science have made these rules, these crazy rules about not being able to eat outside, getting all these people to put money into their businesses to make them compliant with their new rules, and then shutting them down left and right. We are America. And we have certain freedoms and rights that are afforded to us as Americans. And I think that if I choose to go to a restaurant to eat out, I should be allowed that choice. There are a lot of people that are asking for the science behind this nonsense that 50% of the cases come from people eating in restaurants. And it is nonsense. There is no science behind that. And I don't think you should be arresting people for having their doors open when they've complied with all the rules that you've had, and all of a sudden you've decided you're going to change the rules because you think you're a demigod. So, I'm having a little trouble with that because we're seeing a lot of people that are being persecuted for that, for practicing freedom in America. I choose to wear a mask because I am high risk. I know it doesn't lower my risk all that much, but I choose to wear a mask. And I think each and every one of us should have that choice whether we wear a mask or not. And I will tell you, I think we're going to be wearing masks for a very long time. Because, you know, there are people that will not take even the flu vaccine. There are a lot of people that are not going to take this vaccine for COVID. So, I think that people will be wearing masks for a very long time. I think we're going to look a lot like Japan, where we wear masks quite a bit. So, because can you actually make a mandate forcing people to take that vaccine? I don't know. It's America. That's my little spiel on that. All right, let me get a drink, and then we'll get started on what in tarnation. We have a few interesting stories. Dog missing for 3 weeks finds owner working at Walmart. A dog that went missing from her owner's Alabama backyard turned up 3 weeks later when the canine wandered into a Walmart store and found her owner working at checkout lane number 6. Danielle Robinette, a customer service associate at the Walmart store in Dothan, said she was baffled when a black and white dog wandered into the store. I was like, what in the world is happening? Robinette told the Washington Post. I'm a huge animal lover, so I followed her, and she ran up to register number 6. The cashier of register number 6, June Roundtree, was able to solve the mystery. The canine was her missing dog, Abby. Roundtree said Abby had vanished from her backyard 3 weeks earlier, leaving her collar behind. She said she and her husband had been searching for the dog, but were unable to find any sign of their missing pet. I called her name and she came to me, Roundtree said of the reunion at Walmart. I bent over and hugged her. I completely lost it then. I couldn't speak. I was in complete shock and just couldn't believe it. Roundtree said the Walmart store is more than a mile from her home. She said she has worked at the location for 10 years, but never brought 4-year-old Abby inside. She said the canine might have recognized the store from times when she would bring the dog to the store's parking lot and the woods behind the business. Never in a million years did I think she would show up at Walmart. Robinette said she was equally shocked by the outcome. It was beautiful. It was so very overwhelming. I was in disbelief. I thought she was joking. Escaped dog rescued from half-frozen lake in Ohio. Firefighters in Ohio rescued a 3-year-old Shih Tzu who escaped from animal rescuers and ended up stranded on a frozen lake. The small dog named Spring had just been rescued from a puppy mill a puppy mill in Indiana and was being taken to New York when the transport vehicle stopped for a break outside of Mentor, Ohio on Saturday night. Spring got loose. Transporter had to continue on to New York with the rest of the dogs, but the company contacted Care Hup, an Ohio Shih Tzu foster, to search for Spring. Spring's sister Dawn was left with Hup since the two are a bonded pair. Spring was spotted Sunday morning in Concord, and Hup arrived to find the canine had wandered out onto a half-frozen pond and was stranded. The Chardon Fire Department responded to the scene and brought Spring back to shore. The rescue was caught on camera by witness and posted to Facebook. And there's video. You know, there are a lot of us that save our Christmas cards from year to year. And whoever saved their card for this one is going to be a happy camper. World's first commercially printed Christmas card on sale for $25,000. The world's first commercially printed Christmas card, originally marketed in 1843, is being sold through a Boston-based book dealer for $25,000. The card, created by Henry Cole, John Calcutt, Horsley, and Joseph Cundell, the same year that Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was first published, shows a large family, including a young girl, gathered around a table drinking glasses of wine. The card proved controversial at the time, with members of Britain's temperance movement decrying the depiction of alcohol consumption by the young girl. Justin Schiller, president of Battledore Limited, the New York antiquities dealership that currently owns the card, said the card was so controversial when it was released that it was 3 years before another Christmas card was commercially printed. About 1,000 copies of the card were originally produced, and around 30 are known to still exist. The one being sold through Boston-based book dealer Marvin Getman as one of the finest known copies still in circulation. The card went on sale Friday with an asking price of $25,000. So I guess it does pay to save certain Christmas cards. Animals, we gotta love them. They're awfully special and do some of the funniest things. Escaped sheep wanders into hotel, waits for elevator. A hotel in Wales shared a video of a sheep that wandered into the building and was found standing in a hallway where it appeared to be waiting for the elevator. The Premier Inn in Holyhead posted a video to Facebook showing the sheep, nicknamed Sydney by hotel staff, standing just outside the elevator doors in a hallway. Employees said the sheep had escaped from a nearby field and entered the hotel through the automatic doors. The sheepishly looking guest was safely returned to its owner, the hotel said, and there's video. I don't know how I would feel about finding a critter in my Christmas tree, but I find this one rather interesting. Australian woman finds wild koala in her Christmas tree. Animal rescuers in Australia were summoned to the home of a woman who found something unexpected in the branches of her Christmas tree, a koala. The Adeline and Hills Koala Rescue said the hotline operator initially thought they were being pranked when Amanda McCormick called to report finding a koala climbing the Christmas tree inside her home in Manham. But no, A koala desperate to get in the Christmas spirit had wandered into Amanda's house and decided it wanted to be the fairy on the Christmas tree. The rescue said in a Facebook post. The female koala was safely returned to the outdoors. Koalas are very curious creatures, and if the opportunity presents itself, they will investigate, the rescue told 9 News. And they do. Now, this monolith is getting around. It's gotten around a lot. I saw a post yesterday where there was one found in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as well as I think a candy shop store fellow who put one up outside his shop in Pittsburgh. His, however, is made out of cardboard with the silver on it. California monolith becomes the third to appear and disappear. A silver-colored metal monolith has been discovered in California, shortly after similar monoliths in Utah and Romania were discovered and subsequently removed. The first metal monolith was discovered by Utah Department of Public Safety Aero Bureau helicopter crew in a rural area in the southwestern part of the state in late November. The mysterious landmark became a tourist attraction before being removed days later by a group of men who said they were seeking to stop the influx of visitors from ruining the natural landscape and leaving behind trash. A very similar structure was spotted on a hill near the Petrodeva Dacian fortress in Romania a few days after the Utah monolith first appeared, and it was removed by an unknown party shortly after the initial sightings. The California monolith was photographed Wednesday at the top of Pine Mountain in Atascadero. Deputy City Manager Terry Banish confirmed the object was removed by unknown means to Thursday morning. She said the city did not remove the monolith and it then does not intend to investigate the matter. Why not? Curious minds want to know. Witnesses to the California monolith's removal said the culprits were vandals from out of town who replaced the structure with a wooden cross. The origins of all 3 objects remain unknown. Although there is a group of artists, coalition of artists, who say they are doing this, I think, if I remember correctly, to bring attention to climate change. Which, why on earth would a silver monolith bring attention to climate change? I don't know, but who knows? I really don't think it's artists, because I find it hard to believe that all these artists, one from Romania, one in New Mexico, one in California, one in Utah, and Lord knows where the next one's going to show up, are all affiliated with one another. But I don't know. It's a conspiracy, and one we must find the truth about. So if anyone has any details, please let this inquiring mind know who exactly is doing this. Is it from the beyond? Who knows? All right, guys, that's it for today. I will see you again tomorrow. Everybody, have a blessed day, and remember to be kind to one another and love one another.